Hey everyone, Johnnyonoes here, playing some Project Zomboid version 37 with Hydrocraft. And in this not last episode, I thought I'd split up these last two episodes because I'm gonna add a little bit of crafting to it. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun in this one as well. A little half craft, half fun episode. I didn't want to rush the last episode, which is turning out to be pretty cool looking. We have all sorts of fun stuff to play with in the last episode. I still have to build some more, but actually some of the stuff I'm going to be building in this episode will allow me to build the stuff for the next episode. So I'm going to go over this really quickly. So Hydromancer had a nice little list of stuff that he wanted to see me craft. So I got most of it, not the safe. The safe is, in my opinion, impossible given how little titanium you get out of the dark mine, but yeah, I don't know. I may build it at some point later, but after hours, days worth of mining, I only have two titanium powder. That's it. But anyways, let's go ahead and build a professional lab. Now, what this thing takes is 2 pipes, 10 screws, empty barrel, metal sheet, welding torch, welding mask, work gloves, and a screwdriver. Not that big of a deal. What the professional lab is going to be able to get us is it's going to allow us to do one bit more of research, which we'll do right now once this thing is built. Man, this is taking forever to build. All right, here it is. Now the research for this is for the blue meth. Got to be able to build the blue meth, right? We need blue meth for reasons. Just cause. And mostly because of the fact that I just finished watching Breaking Bad while I was doing this whole series. So there we go. We can now cook some blue meth. Unfortunately, we really can't. I need a little bit more skill to be able to make it. I think I need actually like 6 first aid for me to be able to actually accomplish it. Now the next item I'm going to build is the Taxidermy workbench. That requires a workbench, bone saw, box of sewing pins, pin cushion pliers, cardboard boxes, a couple books, and some tools, as well as a scalpel. Let's go ahead and build that. This is going to allow us to make, I don't even know what they call them. Taxidermy models? I don't even know what they are. Like, you basically take a dead animal and then you bring it back to life again. Well, not bring it back to life, but make it into some sort of a model or a, I don't know, what would you call it? An animal statue. That's the term I'm rolling with. It's probably very incorrect, but there we go. The good thing is, to get my trapping up to 10, I have accumulated a vast amount of dead, small, furry forest animals. Look at this, 83 nutria. Yeah, this is my my death cabin here. Just made this. I think there's like 40 traps in all. And it took me, I think, a good 2 months in-game to be able to, as you can see, we're already in September. But we got our trapping up to 10, so that, given the changes that were made to Hydrocraft in the last week, apparently trapping now is a requirement for finding certain animals, like cows and donkeys and all that stuff. So, now that I've done it, I can do it. The next thing we're going to build is the desktop computer. Apparently this thing allows you to make programs. I'm not exactly sure what that means for us, but let's go ahead and make it. First thing I'm going to do is anytime you're building with something with a generator, generators are 40 weight, so you always have to pick them up and equip it in both hands before you start the craft. There we go. And where we go, we got a desktop computer. Let me see if I can go ahead and make some programs here. All right, so apparently our anatomy textbook got devoured when we made the... Why am I standing in front of the taxidermy thing? There it is. Look at that thing. Look at the green text. Oh god, it looks like a console from like the 80s. But apparently our anatomy textbook got destroyed or consumed along with the taxidermy bench, so the only ones we're going to be able to build here are the evolution simulator and the voice recognition software. Let me go ahead and make those and see what they do for us. Okay, so apparently these are just for getting electrical skill, pretty much. One of them gave me 11. Yeah, 11 XP. The other one gave me 10. But you can't do anything with these floppy disks. I was hoping there'd be some sort of leisure activity or maybe, you know, getting some bonuses in somewhere. But yep, they just give you floppy disks or programs. that are on a floppy disk that you just create these and you get electrical skill, but not enough to really warrant the gasoline that we're using each time we use the computer. And now back to the biogas collector. The first one I built, I basically bugged out because of the fact that it was on the ground when I was using it. Apparently the biogas collector you have to have in your inventory and make compost while it's in your inventory to actually have it drain properly. So where did it go? So here's our biogas tank. Let's go ahead and find some stuff to make compost out of. So it looks like the biogas tank is very bugged. I have poop in my my inventory. Right click this thing, and even when it's in my inventory, I can't seem to make any compost. So I'll go ahead and look into what's going on there. But yeah, the last time we used this, it was relatively easy. Just took something that could be composted and then put it into the biogas tank, and away you go. You have compost, but apparently it's not working. So I'll have to look into that later. Maybe give Mr. Hydromancer a ring to see what's up with it. All right, so everything is all built for the day. There's nothing. Oh wait, there's one more thing that I completely forgot about. And that was the last thing Hydromancer asked me to make, and that was a star chart, which I guess is it's part of the, I make a vending stand. Pretty cool. It's part of the kind of the leisure list of stuff that you can play around with. So we got our star chart here, and then let's go ahead and unbox this telescope and assemble the telescope, the Tubble telescope. And now I can peer, gaze through. Oh, she picks up the telescope. All right, I just gaze through the telescope. Not sure that provided me happiness or what. View the star chart. Well, she has to pick that up too. All right, there we go. We have a telescope and a star chart. Maybe I'll make like a cool deck over here. That way I can put that over on that side instead of just kind of be in the middle of everywhere here. But anyways, now that is everything that's built. We built the professional lab so we can make blue meth. We made the taxidermy workbench so that we can make animalistic models. We made the biogas tank that doesn't seem to be working all that well. We made the computer, the desktop computer. We made a couple other things as well. But let's do the fun part of the episode today. And, you know, given that we have all the gas in the world now that I can make my own gas using the distillery and all that. Oh, this looks like some junk from the telescope box. We're gonna go ahead and get as much gas as our donkey can carry, because I don't know exactly how much this is going to take. But we're going to acquire a nice little piece of equipment that we're gonna play around with. And I'm not even gonna cut till we get over there too. So it's been a long time since we've had a little walk. Let's have a little walk in town just to see how things are. Linda has slayed 10,559 zombies at this point. Her sprinting is insanely high because the treadmill, I actually did the trapping and then the trapping and then the treadmill, and I just kept alternating. It was a really boring month and a half. But the cool thing was, not only did I get my sprinting almost to level 9, but my electrical went up to level 9 too because of the fact that I was recharging batteries over and over again. So yeah, we're just gonna take a nice little walk through Muldra. Maybe I'll put on some music and I'll stop gabbing. That way we can kind of appreciate all the work Linda's done for us over this last 22 and lots of streaming episodes. Still lots of zombies in Muldra. Not as many as there used to be. We've put a pretty big dent in the zombie population around here. I don't know, maybe there'll be more up north. Hopefully there'll be more up north. Oh yeah, look at this crowd. Whoa. Whoa. It looks like an opening right here. Oh my, never mind. What was I talking about? Right, I put a dent in the zombie population. I don't think I did. Well, that's good. They'll all be around for can we go for a little drive over here? Oh man, look at all the corpses in the ground. There's a hell of a lot more to the south though when we're using the shotgun, but there are some places that you cannot even see the ground, especially the what is it, the storage facilities, storage unit facilities. especially the one right behind the motel. It's just like there's corpses everywhere there, and it really slows the game down a bit. We're almost to our objective here. Still just kind of sprinting. I've never been this high a sprinting skill ever. It's kind of hard to gauge because as you get sprinting skill, you get kind of used to the speed of that sprint. So I don't know if I'm going really, really fast or just I don't lose as much endurance when I sprint. Not exactly sure how sprinting skill works. But right behind the northern warehouse here was something that I've been waiting for a while to pick up, and that is the tank. Now the tank is great because it's the only vehicle that doesn't take any damage. Whoa! Oh, that's what I get for speed up time. It's the only vehicle that doesn't take damage when you run over zombies. Unfortunately, it does take a lot of fuel to move it. Let's see, we got 4 in there. Let's just go. Oh, it's really slow. I didn't realize how slow it was. We may have to cut until I get home, but let's go ahead and take a little drive down Main Street. Unfortunately, every time you kill a zombie with a vehicle, no loot appears. So don't think this is like a really amazing, idea to get a bunch of loot from zombies. But it's still fun nonetheless. I mean, in one of my streams, there was a moment where I was actually pretty surrounded. Didn't have a lot of weapons on me. There were a ton of zombies around. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this one. And we ran into a tank and picked it up. Just drove all over those nasty zombies. Oh, gotta love it. So I'm going to cut until the point where... actually, let's go through this gigantic crowd over here. I just need to run them over, because you don't even slow down in the tank. Oh, it's starting to speed up? Nope, just kidding. But as you see, look how much fuel is used and how quickly it's used in this thing. Oh, beautiful. That's really gonna confuse me. I'm like, why are there no loot on that group of zombies? Oh, that's fun. Alright, let's go ahead and, like I said, I'm gonna cut till until I get home. There's one very important function that I need to use this tank for that's been irking me for the longest time. Man, this thing seems to go really slow when you're like this diagonal like this. We're definitely gonna run out of fuel. But yeah, let me cut to me getting back home. And we're gonna do something very special with this tank. Alright, we're back home, and there's a very important function that I need to use this tank for, and along the way back home, which took forever, I realized this would be a really great base defense utility as well. I mean, if we get completely swarmed, which we will eventually, I've been very lucky. It's already been... God, it's been almost a whole year that we've been here. I think I finished building the base, or at least the walls of the base, around month 2 or 3. But every time I live here, it always bugs me that there is no way to get to, like, directly to the main road from this little road that I like to use. You always had to kind of do like a zigzag motion. But another beautiful function of the tank is that whatever it runs over, it destroys. So if I wanted to drive through this house, I can easily do so. No problem. Oh, and the happy zombie that was inside there too. So yeah, very nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep driving until I get to the main road, regardless of what's in my way. Yeah, I think there's a house in the way. Alright, like almost a burnt out house. Let's see. I'll knock down all the trees and whatever wall's in the way. Oh, so there's no wall. That's okay. I'm gonna have to put some sort of marker here to tell me this is where I need to turn right to be able to come back. Oh, there is a wall. Just couldn't see it. It's so dark. Let's just make another little bigger gap. There we go. This should allow us to take our smaller cars right through here instead of having to go all the way around, zigzagging around to be able to get to this road. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do in this episode. So this is going to be the second to last episode. In the next episode, we're going to play with all those toys, as well as a couple more. Now that I have trapping skill, I can make some trap bombs and nail traps and all sorts of fun stuff. So hope to see you there. And this is Johnnyonoes playing Project Zomboid version 37 with Hydrocraft. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about Project Zomboid or any of the other games that I support, please go ahead and leave your questions in the comment section below. Alrighty folks, see you around.